Hey, everyone. Have you heard about those $5,000 Social Security payments that are making headlines? Well, I'm here to set the record straight, because there's a lot of confusion surrounding these payments, and you might be wondering if you're eligible for one. Spoiler alert. It's not as simple as it sounds, but I've got all the details you need to know. Stick with me for the next few minutes, and I'll break it down so you don't get misled by all the hype. Welcome back to the channel. If you're a Social Security recipient, or know someone who is, you need to hear this. There's a lot of buzz about these $5,000 payments that are supposedly coming your way. But what's really going on? Is the government really sending out these huge checks to everyone? Well, not exactly. There are a lot of moving parts here, and I'm about to clear it all up, so you can plan your finances accordingly. Let's dive in. First things first. Let's talk about what's really happening. The Social Security Administration, SSA, is not randomly sending out $5,000 checks to everyone. What's happening instead is a combination of regular monthly payments, cost of living adjustments, COLA, back payments, and supplemental security income, SSI, payments. When all of these factors combine, the total amount someone might receive could approach $5,000, but that's definitely not the case for everyone. Here's how it breaks down. 1. Regular Social Security benefits. The average monthly benefit for retirees in 2025 is around $1,900. Of course, this depends on your work history and when you started claiming. For those on Social Security Disability Insurance, SSDI, the average payment is $1,500, but it can range anywhere from $900 to $3,600, depending on your earnings history. 2. Supplemental Security Income, SSI. SSI is for our most vulnerable citizens, and the federal base amount in 2025 is $950 per month. Some states add more, but this is what you can expect on average. If you've been approved for disability benefits after a lengthy application process, you might receive substantial back payments. For example, if your disability claim took 24 months to process, you might be getting back payments that total up to $36,000. And depending on how long it's been, that could even exceed the $5,000 figure many headlines are talking about. But again, this isn't a one-time, universal payment. It depends on your situation. 3. When are payments made? For Social Security payments, they're scheduled based on your birthday. 1st to 10th. 2nd Wednesday of the month, 11th to 20th. 3rd Wednesday 21st to 31st. 4th Wednesday SSI payments arrive on the 1st of each month, or the previous business day if the first falls on a weekend or holiday. If you receive both SSI and regular Social Security, your SSI will be paid on the 1st, and your Social Security on the 3rd or according to your birthday schedule. If you're receiving back payments for SSDI or SSI, some of these payments are dispersed in installments, which means larger amounts could arrive, especially for those who've been waiting for months or even years. In fact, SSI back payments are spaced 6 months apart and can be as much as $2,850 for the first 2 installments. SSDI back payments, however, usually arrive in one lump sum, and that's where those bigger payments come from. 4. Criticisms and changes. While Social Security is crucial for millions, there are some criticisms about how it's structured. The COLA adjustment for 2025 is 2.5%, but some people argue this doesn't adequately reflect the true cost of living, especially when it comes to healthcare costs. Plus, the back payment system can push people into financial hardship while they wait for their benefits to be approved. However, Social Security does remain one of the most efficient government programs, with administrative costs under 1%. So here's the bottom line. If you've been seeing headlines about $5,000 payments hitting accounts, don't panic. It's not a universal payment for everyone. Most people will get their regular monthly payment, which includes the COLA adjustment, and that'll arrive on your usual schedule. But if you've had a long wait for disability benefits, back payments could potentially add up to a larger sum, and that's where the $5,000 figure might come from. If you think you might be eligible for back payments, or if you're waiting on a disability decision, stay on top of your paperwork and follow up regularly. And, as always, visit the official SSA website at ssa.gov for the most accurate info under specific benefits. If you found this info helpful, smash that like button, subscribe, and drop a comment below with your thoughts on the current Social Security system. I'd love to hear what you think. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.